Hello once more, and happy Valentine's Day! Before we do start the video, I just want to mention I'm sorry that I haven't posted lately, at least a full video. I know it's been a while, but I'm more focusing on my shorts, but I'm also going to be focusing on videos as well. So a few videos is going to be coming out soon, so stay tuned. If you want to see that, subscribe, just maybe hit that like button. Just maybe, you don't have to, but it's there, But anyways, let me get on the main topic. What exactly is my opinions on Poppy Playtime? Now, if you don't know Poppy Playtime, it's a type of mascot horror game. And if you haven't watched it, go watch it. Your favorite YouTubers or gamer YouTubers probably already played it. And chapter 4 possibly. Or it's coming out with a new video about it. So, go check it out. Poppy Playtime is actually a really good game. The quality is nice. The storytelling is brilliant. And I personally like it. So if you don't know me, I ramble a lot, and I'm not going to be really editing through this. So if you need a video that you just need to hear someone yap while you're drawing, doing something, laundry, anything, this is a perfect video. I'm just going to yap about my feelings about Poppy Playtime, so just be aware of this. Now with all of that junk out the way, I can actually start about saying my opinion on Poppy Playtime. So, recently, not so long ago actually, around this month, Poppy Playtime Chapter 4 came out around January, I guess like a few weeks ago. And let me just tell you, it's really good. It's decent. It's not amazing, it's not the best, but it's decent. The quality is nice, it's very satisfying. It felt like a movie. It felt like a movie while I was watching somebody play it, because that's just how the graphics and the storytelling was pretty good. I'm just gonna mention that. Minus the few bugs around there. Like, it was a little buggy at times, but they recently updated it so it's a little bit more better. But, it's a little buggy. It's buggy here and there, but either way, the graphics are amazing, and it looks like they just tried their really hard best onto this game, and I appreciate that. I like when, creators put all of their thoughts and feelings into, their creations, and it just makes everything go so smoothly. It makes everything go so smoothly, and I enjoy that. I enjoy it. So, Poppy Playtime Chapter 4 did not have pretty good backlash. A lot of people did not like it, and I could understand why. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a good game, the graphics are nice, the storytelling is okay, it's just what people are saying is how it was mainly presented, and how the story is starting to go in this type of direction, and other stuff as well. For example, Pianosaurus. The amount of backlash people has gotten is insane to me, because Pianosaurus was really, really cool design, personally. I like the design of Pianosaurus, and I like how they did it for where his commercial, I guess, was on a TV, and he popped up in the background. I liked it. It was a solid 40 seconds between 45 seconds. Now the game. People wanted Pianosaurus to be a chase scene, or us being threatened by him. At least something, not being less than a minute, less than 30 seconds. Less than 30 seconds. I find that absolutely hilarious how the guy had 8 seconds between, 20 seconds. And just to introduce a different character. It was kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie. One of the iffy things that I have about Poppy Playtime, it's for how it was presented with the characters. People say that there's too much characters, there's too much going on. I can't understand the story, especially on how they present it. They give us too much tasks, and it's not just plain and simple. I would say that, yeah, it was a lot in one chapter, especially since it took 4 hours. 4-hour gameplay when chapter 1 was 28 minutes between 30 between the gameplay. It went up fast. It went up pretty fast. And, a lot of people did struggle with the gaming because how buggy it was. It was weirdly buggy. Some people struggled with Dowie and the chase scene because of how buggy it was, and just how, like, they couldn't get him on the saw, or they couldn't freeze him fast enough and they would die. Like, that's just how the basic things on how buggy it was. And don't get me started on the light. The lighting for some parts was utterly bright. I was blinding my eyes. Like, my screen was, like, glowing. Like, what? Why was it so bright? But anyways, Doughy. Doughy. I love Doughy. He's such a silly goober. I just don't like how they presented him. In a way. Don't get me wrong. Doughy is a well-written character. I like how there's 3 children inside of him, and his designing, and how it has 3 hands on his stomach. I like that. I like it, because it just gives out a lot of thought and detail, especially when he had 200 tries on the character design. But we don't talk about that. But it's very, very intelligent on how they gave 3 kids all into one body, and they had different emotions, and how those emotions can, like, be pretty bad on, the chase scene, and how he's apparently 900 pounds of dough, and, one thought feeling, and blah, blah, blah. I thought that was kind of cool. Like, dude, 900? Excuse me? But let me explain on why I don't like how he was presented, because it was kind of bizarre on how this random guy just popped up, and like just like in one of the trailers he was just kind of random. I'm gonna mention that because like it was kind of random on how they presented him. I know that they were like already planning on it, and it wasn't just a last minute character, because they've been working on this character since chapter 3. So like, it was kind of bizarre on how they actually showed him, and I wish it was shown a little bit more better. Like, I don't know, Poppy Playtime chapter 2, I guess. That was a little bit better on how they showed Mommy Longlegs, and they explained the rest of the games, and they showcased those other characters. But it's either if they left it as a surprise of like seeing this character Doughy, so it was a surprise. I wish it would have been a surprise, because if it was, it would have been like, whoa, who is this character? But like, when it showed the trailer, it was a little iffy, because I wish they just showed him a little bit further on. But I know that they just wasn't fixing the designs, they were still working on him. So that's understandable, but like, I just wish they did it a little bit more easier, or a little bit earlier, I'm not sure. That could just be me though. But it's just how they presented everything was a little bit weird. Just a tiny bit weird. But either way, it's an amazing chapter. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. The gameplay was okay. The storytelling was actually pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. But, like, it's going in a sense for where it's getting much more complicated. And I really do hope that, like, because the puzzles are getting more and more complicated as they go, like Zelda type. Like, be for real. Why are these getting more complicated? I couldn't even understand, like, a good majority of these puzzles, even if I was playing the game. Which I wasn't, trust. But, like, it's quite iffy for me. If I had to choose on tier list between 1 through 4... and possibly number 5. I don't even know how number 5 is gonna go. Huggy Wuggy is suddenly back. That was actually pretty cool. I like how they brought him back, but, they're kind of running out of ideas. I feel like they are. Okay, they might not. They might have something secret for us. They might bring back Pianosaurus. But just, I like how they were building up how Huggy Wuggy was signing that he is coming back. I will return. I like how they did that. He'd been coming back. Because you saw in chapter 2 his fur marks and everything. I just understand how that was going to be happening already. And they were already planning that. So, it's okay. It's okay. It's decent. But tier list wise, I'm sorry. Poppy Playtime chapter 2 would go first. I'm sorry. Poppy Playtime chapter 2 was peak. It was amazing. The way how they told the story, it was really good. Don't get me wrong. It was amazing. A solid hour and 30 minutes. just for that, it was an amazing, amazing chapter. One of my favorites, personally. Because the way how they showed Mommy Longlegs, how she was threatening, and how she, forcing us to play these games just to get a hand back or just to get the key to leave. But Poppy betrayed us, and she let us go down more. I like that scene. I love that scene. And it gave us a lot of information in one chapter, especially when it's a simple gameplay. I like that. I really do. And, of course, second comes Poppy Playtime Chapter 1. It was okay. I mean, for the first game, everyone's gonna like the first game because it's the first game. But, it was okay. It's the start of everything. It's a start. But, everyone was excited for the next chapter, and that was Chapter 2. And that's why I kind of like it. Chapter 3 comes third. It was decent. The gas came in, the gas was okay. Catnap and the Happy Critters, it was nice. But Chapter 4, they kept the Happy Critters, but instead they said Nightmare Critters. And it showed really, bad critters. I don't really like how they kept that going, but, I guess that works, I guess. But, it's a decent game after all. All of the chapters all have a place in my heart, in my fandom section, along with Undertale and FNAF. But either way, they're all amazing games. They're all amazing. There's no need to just hate, because I am grateful that they just kept this game under short time. Have you seen FNAF come out with games in such a long time? Don't get me started on Security Breach. Oh my goodness. It's only been a year, and then they come out with a game every year, or somewhat 2 years. That's a decent amount. I can wait for a year. I'll wait for a year. I will wait. Especially when those graphics are good. Yeah, I'll wait. But once again, this is just my opinion upon things. And you don't have to take it with, a full grain of salt. You just take it with a tiny piece of grain of salt. This is just my opinion about things and how it's starting to go, But anyways, I'm going to wrap it up. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I don't know if you did or not, or watch it fully, but, it's a pretty long video. But thank you for the 5K, pretty much, almost 5K, we can make it 5K, you guys got this, come on. But thank you. I appreciate all of the support that you guys give me. No matter how much I say it, I'm so happy. I'm really happy. Hopefully you guys had a wonderful Valentine's Day. I know this day can be rough for some, but some can be absolutely loving and caring. For me personally, it's pretty rough. Anyways, a lot of people came out with fan art, so here are the fan arts. Shout out to these guys. They did really well on this, and I appreciate the fan art. And finally, here are the shout outs. Oh, that's a lot of you guys. Oh my goodness, yeah. Thank you for all of the support. Once more, I've gotta go. Anyways, bye. Have a wonderful Valentine's Day.